in a move that will surprise precisely nobody. President Joe Biden has decided to pardon his son Hunter, despite his assurances earlier in the piece that he would not do so.
President Biden is expected to issue a pardon for his son, Hunter.
Shocking.
Yes, Biden said on multiple occasions that he would not pardon his son, or he whispered it, or commute his sentence. The pardon comes ahead of Hunter's December 12th sentencing for his conviction on federal gun charges. Hunter is also set to be sentenced on tax evasion charges December 16th. None of that's going to happen.
Hunter Biden's lawyers had pleaded for clemency and put their case in a document called The Political Prosecutions of Hunter Biden, which is unbelievably tone deaf given the clearly politically motivated lawfare perpetrated against Trump. In the document, they stated, a system that is supposed to protect against abuses failed to do so and was corrupted by political leaders in this country. As a result, Hunter faces significant sentences for felonies and misdemeanors far beyond precedents of others committing less serious offence or where civil resolutions or consent judgments are normally sought, all on the basis of his mistake made while in the throes of serious drug addiction. What they fail to mention is that these prosecutions were undertaken by Biden's Department of Justice, not under Trump at all. Isn't it truly amazing how the Democrats actually do precisely what they accuse others of doing? There is a psychological term for this: projection. Jamie Ruskin, leading Democrat House member, has criticised what he refers to as the politicisation of the FBI by Trump, with the nomination of Kash Patel to head up the FBI. He claims that Trump only wants loyalists and will do his bidding, not independent thinkers.
What are the implications?
Well, Christopher Wray, of course, is a Republican, appointed by a Republican, as he has said, but apparently has demonstrated too much independence and objectivity in the job for Donald Trump, who wants much more of a personal loyalist in the position, and that's why he's gone to Kash Patel.
Do you think there are any issues inside the FBI around politicization, as many who voted for Donald Trump seem to say?
Well, undoubtedly, if you look at it historically, for example, during the COINTELPRO period, the FBI really was weaponized against Dr. King and the civil rights movement and the peace movement. There was, decades of the FBI being basically used as a political instrument. There's an interesting book about that, about J. Edgar Hoover by Beverly Gage, and people can look at. And so I haven't seen what the proof is that the FBI has been weaponized against a political party.
Once again, this is projection by the Democrats. It completely ignores the reality of the politicization of the FBI in the pursuit of Donald Trump. Does the hypocrisy of the Democrats know no end? What the Democrats are really worried about is the end of the establishment, most particularly their establishment. Former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe has also been wheeled out to criticize Kash Patel as FBI nominee.
Patel is profoundly unqualified for this job. Is not even like a matter for debate. So I think what we should really be thinking about right now is, what does this signal in terms of Donald Trump's intent for the FBI? The installation, or the nomination, I guess we should say at this point, of Kash Patel as FBI director can only possibly be a plan to disrupt, to dismantle, to distract the FBI, and to possibly use it as a tool for the president's political agenda. And, as an organization, we know what that looks like. This country has been there before, right? The pre-Watergate FBI, the J. Edgar Hoover FBI, struck fear in the hearts of Americans across the spectrum of politicians people in entertainment, people in the civil rights community, because the director operated at the direction of presidents to collect political intelligence and to utilize the legal authorities, the investigative authorities of the FBI to terrorize and intimidate Americans.
McCabe uses very similar terminology and talking points to Jamie Ruskin, which clearly shows that this is purely politically directed and motivated campaign. That really has nothing to do with Patel's credentials at all. It is a rearguard defence of the deep state. After a typical rant by an NBC interviewer, Senator Bill Hagerty not only defended Patel, but clearly showed the level of political appointments by Biden, using Secretary of State Antony Blinken as an example.
Sweeping change, and Kash Patel is just the type of person to do it.
Okay, so I hear you saying you are a yes, and yet a lot of folks have raised questions about whether Patel is qualified as far as warnings.
Listen, I think you should have the Biden administration look at itself. What is the qualification of Tony Blinken to become Secretary of State? Well, he organized 51 so-called intelligence experts to put together a fake letter saying that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. That must have qualified him to be Secretary of State. President Trump is entitled to name his appointees. That is exactly what he's doing, and I'm going to support this appointment.
The fact that the Democrats so clearly used politicization of the FBI, the Secretary of State, and others is clear reason for the inept performance of the Biden administration. Will be really good to watch the improvement in governance with a transition to the Trump administration. Only good things can happen in comparison. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. And please let me know in the comments anything that you would prefer me to do and cover. Thank you very much for watching.